Yes, and we are live. Welcome, guys, to our session today. Glad you could join us. So, this is going to be a very informative session, very hands on session, and we are going to dive just into sport trading. So, whether you're a newbie, whether you're an expert, whether you need to upscale, whether you just want to learn about sport trading and the sport markets, you are in the correct place. And feel free to share if you have any questions. Feel free to reach out if you have any feedback before we start the session. Joining me today is Mark Bryan as my co-host and Ray Allen, who will be taking us through today's session. And I hope you're super pumped. So take your notebooks down. Feel free to take notes. You can open your spot markets on Binance, right? As we go through the platform, as you get to understand just how basically to maneuver the platform and basically different strategies from ranging from technical to fundamentals that you can be able to use just to lock in your profits when you're trading. So my name is Charles. I'll be your host for today. Joining me is Mark and Ray Alan. So I'll let Ray introduce himself, then we can go to Mark as we continue the session.
Hello, guys. I know you've been thinking to yourself, how do I purchase Bitcoin via Binance? Or how do I purchase so and so cryptocurrency, not Bitcoin per se? It could be any cryptocurrency you're thinking of. Maybe you're thinking, how do I trade my Bitcoin for this other cryptocurrency that I've heard is listed on Binance? Well, today we're presenting you the answer of how you should go about that. And that answer is spot trading. I am Ray Allen, and I'll be asking you interesting questions at the end of it. I'll be asking interesting questions to one of our hosts here, Mark Bryan, will be taking us through the session. I hope you're ready for the session. Thank you, Charles, and back to you.
Yes, I think we can go to Mark as we go direct into the presentation that we have prepared for you guys today. Yes, Mark.
All right. Good afternoon, evening, and morning, depending on your location. Yeah, my name is Mark, brain from Ghana, Accra precisely. Today happened to be our Independence Day, so happy Independence Day to all Ghanaians. We also remember Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. I think he's a well-known past president and head of state in the whole Africa. Yeah, so I'm a trader and I've been in the crypto space quietly well. And I classify my journey in crypto into two folds: ignorance stage and the learning stage. So the ignorance stage is when we make some mistakes, forget our past praise, we do Ponzi schemes, we lost money, and you now finally get to the learning stage. Right now, the learning stage, there are a lot of things that I've discovered, and somebody will ask, "Is there any regret?" And I will say, "No, there is no regret, because life is something you have to build on, one after the other." Now, this presentation is coming through Binance, at least the most trusted exchange in the world right now by volume. And I've been on Binance for a while. I think just 4 or 5 months after Binance was launched, I jumped on Binance because I was actively in crypto at that time. And today we're going to look into a very important topic: spot trading. And I will do both slide. I'll do slide technical approach, the chart. If there is a little time, we'll touch base on some technical ways, fundamental approach, where to read the news, how to stay informed with data. If you actually stay very active, something happened in the market on Sunday, how do you actually prepare for all these things? These are tools that we will share with you. Our point is you should be able to make the best out of the market always, right? So diving into it, stay tuned, and you can drop your question. If you're on Facebook, Binance Live, you can drop your question, and then we are good to go. Yeah. So I will balance the slide, take key points from slide, then we go on the chart, and then also mix both together. So somebody will ask, what is spot trading? Okay, that's the first question. What is spot trading? And these days I kind of doing definition because it would help us understand certain things very well. Now, taking it from definition point of view, once you say something on the spot, like instant, right? Something you don't have to wait for. That could give you a clear understanding between the two. And we'll also be looking at comparing it to futures trading and then how to make some decision in the market as well. Yeah. So the first thing is trading. What is trading? The act of buying and selling. And then in the world of crypto, we have it paired with one other currency. So you see one cryptocurrency paired with another cryptocurrency, and then you are making a decision which one will be buying against the other, right? So you see, trade is the action of buying, selling, or exchanging goods and services between people, companies, countries, and other entities. Now, on Binance, trade is buying or selling coins or cryptocurrencies or fiat currencies between users. So that is generally trade. So it's more or less like you going to the grocery store is trade. You going to the bank to send money to someone in real life is trade. You going through the border and then you want to exchange your local currency to the country you are going to's currency is trading. Now there is also another aspect where you have the ability to hold that particular currency you are purchasing. And in the virtual world, how is this then possible, right? So this is the point where we have the spot approach in crypto. Now, can we relate the spot approach in crypto to real life? Yes, definitely we can, because let's say you go to the gold market and you buy an ounce of gold, you parcel it nicely, you bring to your house, you keep it in your safe. Then you are waiting. Okay, I'm just keeping this gold here. God knows when, maybe emergency, I need some money, I'm going to sell it. Or you travel to the jewelry store and you want to get a very beautiful gold necklace and then you put it down. Maybe you are using it. Well, something happened and you want to sell it. That is all spot trading in real life, because you have the physical commodity or the object or the instrument you are buying. Right. So how then does it apply in crypto when everything is invisible? You know, crypto is invisible. You cannot hold, you cannot feel it, unlike the fiat currency. So in this case, you have access to your wallet. In this case, exchange, where you can keep that cryptocurrency. Right. So going into a definition of spot trading, it actually refers to buying or selling a financial asset. Okay, it could be stock, it could be cryptocurrencies, it could be commodities for immediate delivery, right? So the transaction happened instant, it happened on the spot. Now, you need to understand this particular uh, definition. At the same time, you have some other approaches you can use. Probably you want a transaction to happen on the spot, but at a specific price. Okay, that also gives us another approach that we'll be talking about. Now, key features you need to take into consideration as far as spot is concerned is there is instant settlement within a short period. All right, and the trader owns the actual asset. You, the trader, making that decision, you are owning that particular asset. And the one I like so much is less risky compared to futures. but limited by market movement. So you take the word less risky compared to futures and also limited by market movement. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Now, so let's say an example, you want to buy one Bitcoin on Binance Spot. You own that one Bitcoin immediately. You can withdraw or hold as you wish. Now, another point here is that when you are dealing everything you're doing in a sports wallet, there are some advantages you can get. You can lock it and then take some decisions on it later. You can make money on it from the wallet, utilizing the end products and every other thing related to it as well. So that is for spot trading. Now, I want to just touch base on futures a little so we understand the difference between futures and spot in this case. So, futures trading involves contracts that obligate traders to buy or sell an asset at a predetermined price on a future date. Okay. So instead of owning the actual asset, traders speculate on its price movement. So, for example, well, it might look some way, but I'm in Ghana where they mine a lot of gold. I've never seen gold before, right? But then in my whole life, I trade gold. Once I started trading, I've been trading gold all this while, right? But I did not own the gold I am trading. So what I'm actually doing is that I am involving myself with contracts to enable me use any assets that allows me to project, predict, analyze the future price of gold, either in an up movement or a down movement. And then as price gets to that particular point, I am making money in that case. So instead of owning the actual asset, you are only speculating on its price. So if we are taking it into, let's say, the financial market, it's more or less like we call it CFDs, contract for differences. And in the crypto on Binance, we call it the futures trading, where a lot of advantages, but a little bit of high risk or higher in risk. Now, key features you should know about futures is you don't need to own the asset, all right? It's just you're just trading on contract basis. You can use leverage, which is like a borrowed funds to increase your exposure to make lost more money or exposure to make more profit. So it actually vice versa. That is what risk leverage actually gives you when it comes to futures market. Now, the higher potential profit, but also higher risk due to leverage. So once you want to, if you are a low risk trader or you are just being introduced to the crypto market, don't just jump into futures at once. At least try to understand the components surrounding it first before you go into it. But then spot is actually something that is very good because you won't lose all your money. Yeah, in futures you can lose all the money you are actually coming to use to trade as well. Now, futures settlement occurs at a future date. Okay, so basically you are making projection that maybe BTC is at 65,000, and then I'm expecting it to get to maybe 70,000. And once it gets to 70,000, you're actually making a profit. So basically, these are some of the key things you need to know as far as futures is concerned. So going forward, how then do you trade futures? So this is when I'll go straight to the chart and I will talk to you about how you can trade futures. And then we have some practical experience, how you can do some analysis, how you can do your projections, and all those stuff. We'll tackle it as well. Yeah, so my reference point is always academy.binance.com. It's a one-stop shop. Yes, a one-stop shop. You don't know your way around. Instead of going to maybe the search engine to maybe how to filter content before you finally get what you want, find yourself here, just use the search button, right? Use the search button, and whatever you need, just type it here. In fact, it is going to be well categorized for you based on your knowledge. So you'll see something like, so let me just say futures trading. So we see how to go about academy.binance.com. So you can see the indicators here for beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So when the data is presented to you, you will be able to know, okay, this data is for beginners and this data is for intermediate, or it's exposed to only advanced traders, right? Now, don't forget to also check out courses, academy courses, where you have the beginner track, intermediate track, specialization courses, and university courses. And when I'm talking about the university courses, in fact, my favorite, they are all good, but I love one, blockchain and P2P fundamentals. In there, you are going to decode a lot of secrets when it comes to blockchain, how it all started as well, right? So, as usual, play with here, get something new. We have the learn and end benefit as well for you to enjoy, right? So, back to the chat. On your Binance application, we have buy crypto, market trade, futures, and Square Bond. So under trade, you come straight with spot trading. Now, there is an aspect of spot trading. You can use the convert approach, and then you can also use the spot approach. So we're going to look at the spot approach, but before then, we can go straight to convert, because that's also one of the easiest way, one of the, let me say, less complex way a newbie or a new trader can actually get own an asset by converting the asset you purchase to another asset. Now, when you go through the Binance P2P platform, you go to the through the Binance P2P platform, you buy USDT, and the question is, what next? What next? Then you probably want to convert it to BNB, right? So we have the instant, we have recurring, and we have a limit. So whichever aspects you have, maybe you have USDT or you purchase USDT and you want to convert it to BNB. So you select the USDT and then you select the asset you want to convert it to. So let's say I want to convert it to BNB, and then how much you want to convert, you can have the data here as well, and vice versa. So you make you buy BNB maybe at 500 and the price is not at 600, and you realize that technically, fundamentally, it will sell a little before going up again, and you want to convert it. You want to save yourself from heart attack or overflow of blood in your body, and then you want to convert it to USDT or a stable cryptocurrency. You just come to instant, and then within, you enter the credentials, everything you enter, and then it will convert for you. As simple as that. That is how you see the convert. It's also a way to do hold crypto assets, and then it will still be in your spot wallet at the end of the day. Yeah, so we are coming to buy and sell on the spot market with advanced tools. So when you come to the interface, this is how everything appears for PC version, the PC application. But when we come out of the mobile application, everything will be portrait. Okay, so you'll see the order book, you'll see the chart, and then you have opportunity to search for the assets as well. So this is how the whole interface is. Now, on the left hand side here, we have selling prices, and then we have buying prices. So people who are placing orders, the prices they are buying, the prices they are selling, everything is well interpreted here. It's an open, transparent market, right? So, how much are people bidding for the particular asset? How much are they asking for the particular asset, and vice versa as well. Then we also have the the trades happening as well in the market. So all these data are available for you with the timestamp as well. So all these time, look at the transactions happening. Now let me use this to clarify something here. Look at how the orders are piling up, price movements. Everybody have their opinion about the price. So who do you think have time actually to temper or configure or manipulate you? Okay, so we'll be touching that based on the chart as well for you just to have that clear mindset. Anytime you lose a trade or your portfolio reduce in value or price, it doesn't mean anybody is actually manipulating you. You just did something wrong. Yeah. So next time you assess yourself and then come back again. Maybe that time the market is going to give you some cool deal at the end of the day. So the first thing is the interface. So the interface of the platform and then how to use it. So we have the BTC USDT here and the price moving nicely here. Then the 24-hour difference in price. So 24 hours ago, we have 2.72% and percent in increment as well. The 24-hour high, 24-hour low, the total volume, and then the total volume in USDT against total volume in BTC. So you see all these aspects, and we also have the order book on the left-hand side here for you, where you can see all orders happening, and then the potential prices people are willing to sell USDT, and the potential price people are willing to buy USDT. And then the trades that people are taking with the quantity are all presented here for you. Then we also have this particular place where you can see the chart data, the information, trading data, and trading analysis. So from there, we have the time frame. So over here is where you see the time frame. We have from 1 second through to weekly time frame. And when you click on the drop down arrow, you still see more of other time frames as well. Maybe you want to do your analysis on 3 days time frame or any time frame that didn't fall within that. Now, choosing time frame also depend on the type of trader you are. Okay, the type of trader you are. So basically, just a moment. So the type of trader you are will tell you what time frame works for you. Now, if you are doing sport, one thing you should remember is that you are making a decision according to price. Sorry, according to price, and at the same time, you are making the decision based on purpose. All right. Now, like I said, on sport, you will not lose all your money. That is how sport trading is. But on futures, you will lose all your money. Or on futures, you can lose all your money. All right. So if you can lose all your money, it means that risk management protocols must be involved. Okay. So does it mean you don't have to input risk management when it comes to sport? You still need to put risk management approaches. We'll be talking a little bit about dollar cost averaging, your profit targets, your stop targets, and the type of orders you want to do as well. Now we'll back all these data with the chart, so you'll be able to know. We'll also look at how you can do some simple analysis on an asset, and then how you can make a decision on it as well. All right, so going to rates, let me go to a little bit of coin market cap first. So I will come back to the Binance platform. So let's say you want to trade an asset, and then maybe I just heard about BNB, and then I want to read, understand BNB as a project. I want to understand BNB as a coin. What do I need to do? That's the first thing you should take note of if you want to go into spot trading. So first, you can come to CoinMarketCap. You are coming to CoinMarketCap just to get precise data, the right URL to click so that you don't fall a victim to scam. Maybe you go to Google search and you want to write BNB, and you did not take time to check through, uh, and then you click on the wrong link, you might end up having wrong information, and that could lead you to making a wrong decision or financial decision. And when you make a wrong financial decision, you will lose money, and losing money is painful, right? So over here, you see the price of the coin, and then the number is currently on the fifth total market cap in each performance. It ranked to the fifth. So we see the market cap, we take the market cap into consideration. You look at the volume, you look at the 24-hour, how it is being traded, you look at the total supply against circulating supply. Now, remember one thing, in crypto, and every business that uses the principles of demand and supply, you need to look at what is actually creating the demand. For example, a lot of people go into crypto with sentiment and approach. Oh, it's halving. I'm anticipating that the price will push up. So we quote it with the bull run. But technically, do you think bull run is based on halving? So you do a little research on halving to understand what is halving, and then check what asset is halving going to have effect on. Will that particular activity create any demand, or it will release supply to the project? Okay, so that is one thing you should take note of. So over here, we have the website. You can go to the website. Now, going to the website is where you can now go and read about the crypto project, and then the problems that crypto project is solving in the ecosystem. Now, if you understand the problems it's solving in the ecosystem, it will tell you how the demand will be created at the end of the day. So these are things you should take note of, and it will help you make a solid decision, right? So from the website, you will definitely go through, right? You look at developers, the chains, the solution, the ecosystem, probably the community. Then you go through the white paper, and then know exactly the roadmap, the tokenomics, the distribution, the long-term processes and everything. Because you buying into crypto on a spot level, you are more or less like you are part of the business, and then you want this business to grow from this particular level to that level to enable you make some gains on your investment, right? So definitely you are not going to make an investment decision without taking certain things into consideration. Now you scroll down a little here, you can come to markets. Normally I also look at if I'm just on coin market cap, I look at how the project performed, right? So probably you are just coming to join, want to buy BNB and hold maybe till it gets to 1,000. Not a financial advice, but let's say you are thinking that, okay, this project is currently at $600 and it'll be going to $1,000. All right. Maybe you are anticipating 5 years, 4 years from now, 10 years from now, right? You can look at how the project performed over the years, and then pick some areas, important areas, prices, these particular dates. Maybe you are making a decision on the 6th of March. This date, 6th of March last year, what happened? Is there anything I need to know before making a decision? What is the probability that it will get to the price I'm anticipating it to get to? When you check all these, then it can help you set your risk elements. If you want to go with a martingale approach, you want to put all the eggs into the basket instantly as well. So this will help you have some fair idea about the project. Now, without coming here, if you are a technical trader, then you can resort everything to the chart. Okay, if you are a technical trader, you can resort everything to the chart. Now, after you resort everything to the chart, what time frame are you looking at? So definitely you are looking at a long term, you should be thinking about a bigger time frame to enable you make solid decision for yourself. Now we'll go into how do you change the asset. So we have the asset over here. You can search any asset you are looking for to trade, and then once you load it, the chart will change. So for example, this is XRP USDT. Okay, XRP USDT. So if you want to change it to maybe Solana USDT, it's here for you. Now you can see that we have some numbers 10x, 5x are associated with uh, the assets or the pair you are looking at, and then the current prices, and then the change in prices. So the change in prices is just how much it was yesterday against how much is it today. What is the percentage difference between the two of them? So these are some of the data that you need to understand. So the leverage you earn based on how price is going to move for you is what you see with the 10x, the 5x attached to each of them as well. So that is it on that side. So we have different pairs. We have different pairs, how they are put together. So we have the USDT, we have the TUSD, we have the altcoins, and the rest. So you have a lot of assets you can trade on Binance as far as spot is concerned. Now, how do you buy and how do you sell? So on the side here, you have the price, and then these are candlesticks. Now, if you want to do technical analysis, or you are coming from a technical point of view to understand what the market is actually doing, you need to know a little bit of candlestick. What is candlestick, right? So just to annotate it for you real quick, we have red and green representing what you are seeing on the screen. So this red and green, the green ones are like what we call the bullish candlestick. The red ones are the bearish candlestick. What is bullish? What is bearish? Bullish is buying or expecting it to go up, or it's been going up. Bearish is selling, expecting it to come down, or it's been coming down. Okay, so if the market is giving you, let's say, green, 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 or it keep going up, 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 price keep going up, 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 it means that the market is actually in a bullish mood. If it is coming down just like this, the market is actually in a bearish mood. All right. So let me just switch to trading view so I can draw some stuffs on the chart for you. So you just grab the concept properly. So let's say we are looking at these particular two candlesticks here. We have green and we have red. So it means that the first day, the market was bullish. The second day, it was bearish. That's just what it means. The other day was bullish and the other day, it was bearish. So on that note, what do? We can say that at that particular point, the market is not certain. We can say it's in a consolidation mode as well, right? So these are how you read it. Now, how do you even understand the whole candlestick system, or how it helps you, or it will help you make any decision in the market? So we study candlestick based on buying price and selling price. We study candlestick based on buying price and selling price. So I'm just going to share another screen to let you see that side real quick. So we have something like this, and we're looking at this is a bullish candle, and why is a bullish candle is because it opens below and closes above. So the candlestick opening price lower than the closing price is a bullish candle. And then the candlestick that opening price is higher than the closing price is a bearish candlestick. Now, the candlestick opening or closing happen within a certain frame of time or within a certain time period. So anytime you are looking at the chart, you need to consider the time frame you are dealing with. The time frame you are dealing with will help you interpret the data properly. The time frame you are dealing with will help you interpret the data properly. So if you are able to interpret the data properly, it can help you know what type of decision you will be making. Now we have different types of candlestick. I will advise you to just come to academy.binance.com and then use the search bar to look for candlestick and then or what is candlestick. You have a lot of data on candlestick to learn. We have different types of candlestick like single candlestick, like doji candlestick. They let you know the indecision in the market. We look at momentum candlestick like Marubozu candlesticks, open and closes candlestick. We have candlestick coming together to give you patterns of candlestick, like an engulfing candlestick, where the smaller candlestick is bigger than the first candle. The second candlestick is actually bigger than the other candlestick. So it also show you what the market is going to do, right? So these are types of candlestick. We have a lot of them. We have a cluster of them based on time where they form to let you know if there is a resistance and a support, if there is a demand or a supply, if it is a morning star, evening star, and minimum, right? Now, if you are able to go through all these and then you know the direction where the market will be going, then you can say, I am buying or selling. Then you can say, I am buying or selling. Now, when you are buying or selling, what type of buying price or selling price or buying approach or selling approach would you want to use? So we have different types of buying and selling approach. But before then, let's go into the chart again and look at where you can find that button for you to enable you buy or sell, right? So we come back to the chart and then you want to make a buy or sell decision and where do you need to go. So at the bottom side here, you can see we have spot, cross, isolated, grid as well. And we also have limit, market, stop limit, and then breakdown of other ways you can execute a trade. So it means that you can execute a trade based on current price, future price, previous price. Let me borrow the word previous price just because I want you to understand. Maybe you want to make a decision price before the current price. That is also allowed. Now, that actually determines the type of order you will be making. So, for instance, let me come back here. So, over here, you can put in the price of the asset, then the quantity of that particular asset you are purchasing. Okay, then it will give you the total. You can set your take profits. You can set your take profit and your stop loss over here to enable you make a good decision. And before you make the decision, are you buying or you are selling? Okay, now you are buying or selling depending on the data you have access to. It could be fundamental data or technical data. Now, if it is fundamental data, it could also come in from the project and things surrounding the project. If it is technical data, maybe you are basing it on some special indicators, your candlestick approach, mathematical approach to make that financial decision over here. So whatever decision you make, we have the buy and sell button. Now, before you press the buy and sell button, the first question you just have to ask yourself is, have I accepted the decision I want to make? So you need to understand the decision I'm going to make by knowing your risk elements. Okay, by knowing your risk element. How much am I willing to lose? I am buying the asset of a quantity of $100 at this particular price. Well, on the worst case scenario, when the market starts going against my favor or not going in my direction, how much am I willing to lose on this particular trade? You accept it then you are good to go. Then the type of order now comes in. We have the market execution, we have the limit execution, we have the stop execution. Right? So we go back to the slide, talk a little bit about the types of orders we have, and then we are good to go. So going back to the slide. So some types of orders you'll find on Binance, we have the market order, we have the limit order, stop limit order, the OCO, one cancel the order, and then trailing stop order. So going down, what is a market order? So it's a buy and sell asset, the best current price available. So at this particular moment, let's say you want to buy something from another country, and the transaction need to happen immediately, instantly. What do you need to do? And you can say, oh, this one, I need it instantly. So I'm just going in at once. So that is the market order. The advantage is an order filed immediately. The disadvantage is a slippage of price, or the price might dip below or above the desired price. So within that particular moment, even before you press the buy button, transactions are happening. People are making decisions as well. So the market order will be filed immediately, and then you'll be able to see your trade or your transaction or your trade running instantly, immediately for you. Then we have the limit order. You can actually set the desired price. There is this particular price you want to buy or sell your asset. So let's say in terms of a limit order, the current price you want, where price is right now, that is not the price you are interested in. Maybe you want to buy BNB, and you are, based on your analysis or whatever data you have, you are anticipating that the price will drop maybe 20 points before going up. So for you to drop 20 points before going up, you are setting a buy limit order. Or you want to sell and you are expecting it that it will go 20 points above before selling, then you have to set a sell limit order. Okay, so they are categorized as pending orders as well. Then we have the trailing stop order. This is the point where you use activation price, or when you enter the price, you set it in a way that as the market price is going in your favor, there is automatic adjustment of your stop loss to always keep you in break even for you to stand making a lot of profit. But there is still disadvantages, because market can actually go into your trading stop and then take you out of the market, then go back, go towards the desired destination. That is why, as a trader, before you make a decision, you sit down, understand what you are doing, set your parameters well, accept this particular trade I am entering. When, how long do I want to wait for it? What approach mechanism do I need to use? Your risk elements all put together so that you'll be able to make good profit for yourself as well. So a stop limit order is also another type of order. And then a stop limit order will be executed at a specific or potentially price. So there are two prices. After you give a stop price, you can also give a limit order price. So at that particular point, price would market will execute at preferred, any of the preferred prices for you. So it's more or less like putting a stop order and a limit order two in one. Probably you are so busy going to work or going somewhere, and then you are uncertain of how price will be behaving. So you can allow the exchange or the broker to give you any of the prices based on how you put the parameters as well. Then we have the OCO order, which is one cancel the order. So if you want to place a stop limit order and a limit order at the same time, then either of them will be triggered as well. So when either of them triggered, one of them will be cancelled, and then the trade will run towards the original direction for you. Now, these are some of the key approaches as far as executing trade is concerned. So, can you use indicators or technical indicators to make some of this decision? Definitely, yes, you can use indicators. And then people will ask, do indicators work? And I receive these questions like literally every day. Do indicators work? Well, it's not that indicators don't work. It's based on how you understand. And you must not execute or make decision based on indicators. But then you can use indicators to guide yourself, to help you understand the decision you are making better. Okay. For example, moving averages to help you identify potential trend, but they lag a little. Oscillators or oscillator indicators, they help you to know the swing nature, the momentum nature. Volume indicators helps knowing the quantity of transactions happening within that particular moment to know exactly what to do. So if you are going to use any indicator, you study it very well. For example, you heard about oscillators. Under oscillators, you heard about relative strength index, or you heard about moving average convergence divergence indicator. What is it? What are the parameters behind it? Probably research a little to know what goes into it before you put it on the chart. Don't just listen to it and then put it on the chart. Then at the end of the day, you lose money. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to pause here for Ray to give me some questions from the community, random questions that he has for me regarding the topic. I think we'll definitely do other versions and we're going to build on this particular session where we can even do technical analysis. You can use market patterns to do your decision where there is a W pattern, Morningstar patterns, head and shoulder patterns, invest head and shoulder patterns. They can all help you. You can also put in complex patterns like the W, the double top, triple top, triple bottom, and Jesus approach to get your entries at the same time. You can also use demand supplies where there are clusters of candlesticks. You're able to assess those cluster of candlesticks. For example, there is a lot of thing happening over here on Solana within the range of 141 through to 127. You can go to a lower time frame like 4 hour time frame or 1 hour time frame, depending on the type of trader you are, and look at the reaction price will do on that particular level that market seems to struggle to move from. And if you're able to understand that, you could be considered as a sniper entry trader one of these days as well. Yeah, so we are welcome to give us questions and we'll give you all the necessary answers that suit you best.
Yes, thank you, Mark. Maybe I could just go first to questions that are coming in from Facebook. 1 minute. So yeah, the first question from Hakuzeas. Sorry if I mispronounce the name, but he's asking, what advice can you give to newbies in assessing spot trading? What advice can you give to newbies in assessing spot trading? I think probably he meant, did you get the question, Mark?
Yeah, you can clarify it a little, please.
I think probably meant maybe for newbies, what advice can you give the newbies who want to start maybe doing spot trading?
Okay, so yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Charles, for the question. So, if you are a newbie and you accept that you are a newbie, please take your time to pick one particular asset. Don't go with a high volatile asset from the beginning. We have three layers: low risk, medium risk, and high risk. The low risk happen to be the big cap projects like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the rest. So you can fall within the low risk approach, understand the market movement for a while before you start putting in your money.
Okay, yeah, thank you for that. Let me just go through. Then there's a question here: why fees are cheaper with regards to spot trading? Why are fees cheaper with regards to spot trading? I'm not sure what it's comparing to, probably futures, but
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely. Okay, so well, I'm not a market maker, but then let me just try to answer this very well. So basically, on futures, the exchange is giving you leverage. Okay, so definitely anything that you use, you have to pay something back at the end of the day. And with futures, let's say if it is in the foreign exchange market, we'll say there are spreads, the difference between buying price and selling price. Yes, you are actually in between the bid and the ask price. There's some fraction that's supposed to go to the exchange and the market maker. That is why. So on spot, you are using your own money to do your own thing. On futures, you are leveraging on extra fund to do what you are doing. That is why it seems to be like one is lower. Thank you.
Right. Yeah. Thank you, Mark. I hope that's answered. Yeah. Let me look through if we have any other questions. Sorry. Let me look at live. Ray, from your side, do you have any questions coming in?
Okay, I think
Hello, Charles. Can you hear me?
Patrick. Yes, hi, I can hear you.
Okay, okay. There's a common question in the community. From time to time, we hear people ask, how do they know when it's the perfect time to buy something or in the market? What's the perfect time to buy cryptocurrency? How does somebody know?
Oh, okay. So basically, you can take it from. It will be let me put it this way. It will be a three-fold questions. We have the seasonal period. We also have fundamental data. We also have technical approach. So if you are, for instance, I am a technical trader, but then I try much as possible that my technical analysis align with the fundamental analysis, right? So if you are a technical trader, you need to look at your levels, your key levels, your point of interest, areas where you think investors are willing to make a decision. Okay, because those of us using small money, we don't control the market. It's the big guys who are moving big money. Some way, somehow, their monies are big to move the market. So you need to be able to know when those moves will be happening. Now, if it is fundamental, the project you are looking at, so we have to boil this down to um, the specific project. If it is BTC, when is the peak time? What time is the demand, or will the demand be created, or the supply will be created? Now, on the side of sport, or yeah, if it's on the side of sport, many people are looking for buy. Many few people look for sell. So if you're looking for buy, that means you need to wait for whatever drop or selling pressure in the market to completely be out before you make a buy decision. Rick?
Thank you for that. Let me check for more questions. I hope everybody who's been wondering when to buy and when to sell, I hope you've understood what Mark has said. Basically, Mark has shared that you either check on the fundamentals or the technicals. If you want to learn more about technical analysis and fundamental analysis, consider joining us on Crypto School. We have Crypto School every Saturday. Ensure you're a part of Crypto School. For you to learn more about technical and fundamental analysis, we usually have Mark Brand there. Deep insights. I hope you join that. Yeah. Other questions? Let me just check. Let me check. Okay, another question from the community is if I'm getting started in crypto, like I just want to trade spot for the first time, what advice would you give to me?
Yeah, so you need to learn first. Learn at least, I think the question came earlier, but understand the platform. Okay, so if you want to trade sports, Binance application is here. The best, make everything simplified for you. So you can go to Binance, YouTube on Binance, and then look at how to navigate through the platform. That is the first. But the most basic way is to start with the convert feature. That's the easiest way. Use the convert feature. That will help you. Thank you.
Wow, 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 wow. Thank you, Mark Brand. I can't see any questions in the community. If you had the question on the kinds of advice that you should have, okay, if you're a new beginner, basically you can always do your own research. We have Binance Academy for you. And as you can see, Binance Academy has lots of resources for you in case you would like to learn anything or even expand your knowledge on everything related to crypto. There's more on technical analysis, but for the practical sessions, you'll have to join us on Crypto School and watch Mark Brand do it live. Otherwise, with that, I believe we've come to the end of this session. I would like to hand over to Mark to share any finishing thoughts, and then I'll share my thoughts, then hand over back to Brian. On to you, Mark.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much. I want to give point five. Yeah. So let me just throw a question to the community. If you're on East Africa Telegram platform, West Africa Telegram platform, give the best answer. Maybe who knows, Mr. Shark might give something. All right. So I'll give the first question. How does market sentiment influence spot trading decisions? How does market sentiment influence spot trading? What do you think? Euphoria, anxiety, fear, greed. People are buying. Let me also buy. What do you think about it? What influence does that cause in the market? Then, yeah, let's just take it on that question. So we want feedback on the Telegram communities, and then you'll be able to. We will go through as well. And on that note, thank you all for joining this insightful Binance Sports Trading AMA. Yeah, I appreciate all of you, the engagement, the questions. Remember, consistency, discipline, and risk management are key to becoming a successful trader. Keep learning, stay informed, and take advantage of Binance tools. Take advantage of Binance tools to
Mhm.
refine your trading strategies. We have a lot of automated systems in the spot trading system that can help you become a good trader. Yeah, a big thank you to Binance always for making this session available. So over to you, Mrs. Charles Ray.
Thank
All right.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mark. Thank you, Mark. Thank you for sharing with us. That was really great. Mark said that you should join our Telegram groups. We have several Telegram groups. The link will be shared on your Binance application so that you'll be able to join the different Telegram groups. If you're from West Africa, you can join the Binance West Africa Telegram group. If you're from East Africa, you can join the Binance East Africa Telegram group. Same for people from Rwanda, Burundi, and people from Ethiopia as well. Otherwise, it's been a great session. I hope you've learned a lot from Mark Brand as I have learned myself. Yeah, my last words will be we've shared all this knowledge with you, and I hope you've learned a lot. But before you purchase any cryptocurrency, ensure you do your own research. Binance Research is your best platform. You can just go to Binance Academy and find Binance Research. Binance Research has delved into different cryptocurrencies that you might be interested in, and it's a deep research that makes you understand everything perfectly. So make Binance Academy your friend, do your own research. Those are my final words for you. And without further ado, let me hand it back over to Charles. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mark. That was quite impressive. I think probably we haven't done a really deep dive, hands-on session, right? So maybe next week or tentatively when Mark is available, we'll check the schedule. Then we can have an hands-on, just a technical walkthrough where we look at the charts, right? We look at the different candlestick patterns that we have. Basically just look at technical and fundamentals that you guys can watch out for, and to be on top of things, and just while you are on the spot market, right? So look out for the next session. Not sure if it will be next week or the other week, but we'll communicate. Uh, yeah, we'll communicate the day in advance so that you can prepare your questions, and you can prepare yourselves for these hands-on sessions. So yeah, thank you for joining, and let's connect on the next session. If you'd love to join our crypto school, we have crypto school each and every Saturday, right? Join our community on Telegram. If you are from wherever you are, we have Binance East Africa on Telegram, Binance West Africa on Telegram, Binance Tanzania, Binance Uganda, Binance Afrique for those in the Francophone countries, Binance Rwanda, Burundi, Binance Ethiopia. So join any of those Binance groups. We'll be sharing the link to applying for crypto school. We have our first session coming up this Saturday for cohort 6. So if you'd love to join, yeah, join our community. We'll share the link, and you can just be able to apply, and it's totally free. And we usually have a lot of hands-on sessions over there. So I hope to see you join us, and yeah, wherever you are, do have a lovely evening, and good morning, and yeah, stay safe. Bye and cheers.